What's up, everybody, and welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. Today we're going to do a new show called Roid Talk. Yes, Roid, as in steroids, because you guys love to hear about this shit. And I'll give it to you. It's entertaining. Someone sent me a link to the unknown secret something or other pro bodybuilder who had, secrets of the pros. I was reading this thing. It was kind of entertaining, and of course the GH15 stuff, always find it entertaining. So what I can do is offer you guys, I'm not going to tell you how to stack cycles, I'm not going to tell you how to fucking use drugs, but you like my story times, so what I can do is basically give you some more story times about roids and what I think about them. So without further ado, the first edition here today, Roid Talk. Anadrol 50. Yes, this is the big one that many of you guys, actually I don't know if many of you guys even take it anymore, because I hear a lot about T-ball now and D-ball and Winstrol. A lot of people look for Anavar because everybody wants to be aesthetic. Nobody wants to be huge and bulky and bloated and strong anymore. But Anadrol 50, the first time I tried it was homogenous from Brazil. They were okay. They weren't that great. I wasn't super impressed with them, but they were okay. And back when I was first getting into this stuff, the late 90s, early 2000s, you could still find the Syntex Anadrols. Syntex, it was a little brown bottle, white cap. The label looked like my shirt. It was red and white. And these things, I swear to God, you took 2 of them a day. Within 3 days, everything was just full and round. You got up in the morning, you're like, oh man, I got a pump already. Like, I didn't even get out of bed and I already had a pump. What the fuck? Easily put on 10, 15 pounds in the first couple of weeks. And everything in the gym felt light. It was just like, you would push weights up, no big deal. And you know what? I could use it dieting into a contest too. As long as I had an anti-estrogen that I used with it, Anadrol 50 is something I could keep going right into a contest and not bloat. Other people bloat like crazy on it. Their face looks, they get the moon face. It looked like this on it in 2 days. It's just not how it worked with me. So it was always one of my favorites. Right now, today, if they legalized steroids like that, I would be on Anadrol 50 faster than you could turn your head and go, where's the bottle of Anadrols? I would already have them in my hand all in the push cart and walking out the door with them. That's how fast I'd be on it. I didn't see many side effects with it. I mean, hair loss wise, I guess my hair was going to fall out anyways. So I mean, genetically it was going to fall out. It was thinning at 21 years old. But acne, no acne. Aggression, maybe the blood pressure spiked a little bit here and there, but that had more to do with my weight itself going up and a lot of the food that I was eating and not drinking enough water, which made me retain a lot of water. So Anadrol 50, always one of my favorites. And will always be till the day I die. Another one that is not really around anymore, but it's still around a lot in Mexico, and I see it when me and my girlfriend go on vacations down there, and it's called Stenix, or Halotestin. And this thing it was big in the late 90s, and it was real. And this stuff, if you took enough of it for this short period of time, it would make you more dense, and it would make you be harder if you were already lean. If you were fat, it wouldn't do anything. You'd just be more aggressive in the gym, a little bit stronger. But if you're already lean, like contest shape, and you took this stuff, you would shred right up and get hard and dry and grainy. And I'll tell you what, it's like 20 milligrams, I think, is the most that you're going to wind up taking. You take this for about 2 weeks, and you're going to look better. I mean, you're absolutely going to look better. But you're going to pay a high price as far as what it does to your body. And if you can get your hands on it now, in Mexico, it's very expensive. The Stenix are 2.5 milligram tablets, and you're going to take 20 milligrams a day, so you're looking like 5, 10, 15, 28 tablets a day that you're going to take of this stuff. So you're going to run through it really quick and spend a lot of money on it. My experience with it was, I didn't see a whole lot as far as, I only use it for short periods of time. So like maybe a week out from a show I would use it. I would drop the Anadrol and add the Stenix in. And I would dry out. But would it be from the Stenix, or would it be from, the fact that I'm starting to cut out certain, sweeteners that I use in my water? I'm starting to cut out, dairy, stuff like that. So what really caused that? I don't really know. But what I do know is very quickly, like within a day, you start to pee a very dark orange-red color. That is a sign that it's working hard on your body and you're getting fucked up. So if you took this stuff for any prolonged period of time, there's been rumors, and I can't, confirm or deny, that some of these guys in the IP pros who have had their kidneys removed and had a kidney transplant was direct use of diuretics and Stenix in high levels for long periods of time. And like I said, I can't bring them on here because they're not going to talk about it, but it's people within the circle that know about what this stuff is and are good friends with them and are good friends with me and talk openly about it. This is something that has really fucked them up. So price-wise, it's not very good. Hard to find. It fucks your body up. And it doesn't really do anything that Winstrol and Anavar wouldn't do together with a good anti-estrogen. So there's no point. I mean, if you can find it and you want to try it, whatever, but just be careful because the stuff is one of the ones that can really fuck you up. So Primobolan. This is one that I just read last night in the new Muscular Development. that the Turkish Primobolan is no longer being made. So pretty much Spanish Primobolan is the only one that's out there. And Bayer, the company that makes aspirin, who bought Sharing, is the one who's making them right now. And it's only that one country. Now, this makes Primobolan a very sought after drug, a very highly counterfeited drug, okay? So now you're looking at these little brown ampules. If you don't get them directly from the Spanish pharmacy yourself, or you have somebody who lives in Spain that buys them and ships them to you, you're more than likely not getting real Primobolan. And it's been Deca, EQ, Testanente, Testpropionate. There's been everything under the sun except Primobolan in all of these fakes. And some of them even had nothing in them whatsoever. Some benzyl alcohol to give you that little bite. And there's tons of underground Primobolan all over the place. Multi-ject bottles that people are, oh, I got Primobolan, I paid $100 for 10 cc's. No, that's like a $350 bottle if it was legit. So price beware. It's an expensive thing. It's rare. It's not produced except for one country anymore, which makes it scarce. So odds are, if you're looking for it, you're not going to get it unless you have a good connect, because there's not enough of this shit to go around for everybody. And the top guys are hoarding that shit because they know it's not all around all the time. It's hard to get. It's expensive. So when they see it, they'll buy it in bulk and do whatever the fuck they do with it. Stockpile it in a fucking basement or a garage or whatever they do with it. But it's not going to be floating around. Your buddy at the gym is not going to suddenly have 30 Primobolan from Spain for $5 a piece. If that happens, it's not real. And the last thing I want to talk about today on Roid Talk is cutting stacks, because everybody is into that aesthetic look, cutting. Nobody's really into mass anymore. So cutting stack wise, all right, when I was running cutting cycles for competition, the ones steroids that I would not start my contest cycle without would be Primobolan, Winstrol, Trenbolone. Okay, those are the three that, when mixed together, I felt gave me the best overall combination of size, strength, muscularity, etc. And there was always, you would throw clenbuterol in there, you would throw your anti-estrogens in there, you would use your anti-aromatases in there, stuff like that. Other things that you would do, but those would be the three main ones. And what sucks now is you're looking at Primobolan, scarce, very hard to get, only made in one country. Winstrol, barely made in the world anymore too, also I think only Spain. And Trenbolone is been on lockdown since the Finiplex pellets have gone, and real Parabolan has been gone from France for years. So you're looking at three of the things that work the best that are really no longer available for human grade from pharmacies. You can get them on the underground, but that doesn't mean you're getting what you're paying for, or they're clean, or anything like that. So essentially, cutting-wise, you're taking a risk. I'd say a lot more of like the enantates and the testanentates and decas are probably cleaner, because they're probably produced with a lot better powders and stuff like that than these other ones are produced with. But it's a crapshoot nonetheless. Those three were my favorite. They worked really well. And if you're thinking about doing steroids and you live in a country where they're legal right now and you're not going to get in trouble, two of those, the Winstrol and the Primobolan, are going to be the ones that harm your body the least. Obviously the Trenbolone, if you take enough of it long enough, it can fuck with your kidneys. You can have night sweats, which are no big deal, but your blood pressure goes up. There's some side effects with that one, but, all in all, the other two are the ones that are going to harm you the least and get you the best results. So, hope this kind of opened you guys' eyes a little bit. We're going to have this Roid Talk from time to time, and I'll just talk about my experiences, what I saw with them. And guys, remember again, if you're in a country where this stuff is not legal, don't fuck with it, because you can get really screwed with it and lose pretty much fucking everything you've worked for. But if you're in a place like where this stuff is legal, like Spain, you can walk up and buy them in the pharmacy, or Mexico, maybe some of this stuff will be able to help you guys. BioStraining@gmail.com, www.biostreettraining.com is the blog, and we're Roid Talk Bicep out.